Good afternoon, sports fans. It's baseball time with Bulldozer Power, back with the Electro Sports League for week 9 of the season, where Bulldozer Power will be taking on the Swingers, who also have a 6-2 record. This could be quite the slugging game that we've got going on. Julio Slankovitz, which is he's got a complicated family background, is going to be the starting pitcher for the Swingers, while it is Jay Blackenkout who is once again up in the rotation for Bulldozer Power. But I think we might have to have a look at who else is available, because he's still not at his best, having been spanked unruly in the head by a baseball earlier on in the season. Steve Morrey is once again unfit, so we're going to take him out of the lineup. I mean, he's at 3 of 5, so I mean, he's just about. And you know what? I'm sticking with him. Steve, prove yourself. Blackenkout, let's see who else we've got on the bench at the moment. Fuegas is still a little rattled after his last outing, where he got lit up like it was Christmas. Alpha, however, is looking pretty positive, and I think as such he is likely to be our man today. Let's just do a compare and contrast here. Blackenkout maybe one game away from being back to his usual strikeout kind of a guy, although his stamina's pretty good. Oh, I don't know. What should we do? It's a real decision, and you're going to have to find out who I choose when we get to game day on the other side of the bombastic intro. Well, we've decided to stick with Blackenkout. He was skipped over last week in the rotation, so it seems only reasonable we give him a go. But here are the Swingers, and they've got a couple of fitness problems going on there as well. But we'll see how they get up. And they're up first to bat. Bart Ruth leading them out.
Now batting, number 30, the third baseman.
He's got some impressive looking geometric tattoos going on there. We'll start off with something relatively straightforward. We'll just fling a fastball well outside the pitching zone. Okay, well, he's popped that one up, and failures underneath it. Most efficient. This is what we like to see. Spare Blackenkout's arm for as much as we can. Here's Bam Pecorino, who will be second at bat. We'll throw him one of those. Look at the accuracy on that. Blackenkout clearly wants it. Strike 2. Let's see if we can sucker him with a forky, which is one of my favourite manoeuvres. Well, we got a dive there. Everyone's diving, but there's nothing doing. Failure throws to second, and he's safe. Two-base hit there from whoever that was, Pecorino. Here's Jack Snaggles, catcher for the team. Outside. Yeah, it would have only just been outside, though, really, wouldn't it? That one was outside the strike zone as well. Beautiful slider there for strike 1. Really? I thought that was a little bit better than that. Strike 2. And once again, we go for the light 'em up on a forky. Strike 3. Beautiful work. Blackenkout gets his first strikeout of the day, and Snaggles is going back to the dugout.
The center fielder.
Is Bard Ruth's brother, Orb Ruth, both playing for the same team. I think you get a real sense here of the creative verve that went into naming these particular players. That one's gone foul, a 1-1 count. Oh, that one's gone long. But Carface says, no, not today. Get off my field. So giving up only 1 hit. And that's a positive start there for Bulldozer Power, who will now be seeing exactly what they can do up at the plate. We're back to leaving the first pitch, it looks like. Well, Failure got a piece of that, but he got himself out in the process. So, you know, we take the rough, we take the smooth. They're both available to us, and we'll have them both. Thank you very much. Here's Hookers. Who are you trying to fool? That's a sucker's pitch. That one isn't. Straight up the middle. Nice work from Hookers. He'll get on base. And as ever, he's immediately mobbed by adoring fans from the opposing team.
Number 24, the shortstop.
Here's Bam Bam Puckeye. No pressure on her whatsoever. It would be nice if she got a hit. Not if she got hit. That's slightly different. Oh, Bam Bam! Well, she gets on base, but Hookers loses out there. He's heading back to the trench. And here comes Ninja Pumpkin, our last hero of this revolution. That one's hit into the crowd. That one's not, nope, straight up the middle. Very nice. Now 2 runners on base. Everything to play for. Can we get a run in? It's Carface. If anyone can make it happen, it's him. He's got a big tactical beard and a big tactical smile to go with it. Wisely leaves that one alone. Wisely leaves that one alone. Although we've been caught out with those before. Takes a strike. Oh, you muppet. Shouldn't really have swung at that one. It was a little bit wide, a little bit high, but we start out with 2 hits, and that's something, I suppose. It doesn't count for a thing when the scores are tallied up at the end of the day, but, you know, a hit's a hit, so I've heard. This is Vale Slow. We'll see how slow Vale Slow is. It's that one foul. It was quite a nice pitch, though I say so myself. And you're going home. And he's going home.
Now batting, number 10, the shortstop.
Here's Alonzo Swins, the shortstop. He's clearly been out in the sun for a while. He's a little red in the face. Bam Bam's got it. Straight to first. Clean. Efficient. Effective. Bam Bam's hitting might not be up to much lately, but I don't exactly know how I pronounce that. Might not be up to much lately, but she certainly gets it done from the shortstop position. This is Chet Vacant. He's leaving everything so far, probably quite wisely, because these pitches have been a little bit on the erratic side, but that'll get him on base. Throw that out to second there. Everything's good. Everything's golden. Everything is as it should be.
Number 29, the right fielder.
Here's Bertram Dakota, an imposing figure. He's 7.5 feet tall. And he's out. So that's the side retired, still scoreless halfway through the second inning, as Bulldozer Power with last week's hero Sonny Watt is first up to see what he can do. He's got a jolly large smile at the moment. And rightly so, that's a very nice hit. He's only going to go for a single because he doesn't want to chance it this early in the inning. Could have possibly have made a double out of that, but he'd have been lucky to do so.
Number 63, the catcher.
Now, Steve Morrey's playing wounded, but you never know. Maybe this is his week. And that's ball 1. I thought that was probably a strike, but we left it anyway because we feel that way inclined. Oh, Steve. Double play there. Steve Morrey really not really getting a piece of that one, which leaves Lee Hu as the potentially the final batter for this inning. Lee's decided to have a go at that one. Left the second one alone because he's got wisdom. That's strike 2. He hit that one foul. Lee now swinging at absolutely everything, but not that one. That's ball 2. Nice one, Lee. I mean, you're out, but, you know, that looked like it could have been something. It wasn't, but, you know, could have been. Schlankowitz is now up at the plate. Typically, this is the point at which they'd substitute a pitcher, but here in the third inning, they decided to stick with their opener. We'll see if we can make him look like a Charlie in the process. Wallop. Fast ball there, right on the inside corner. That's strike 2. Here comes the tricky Forky. They all fall for it when it works. He fell for that. Oh, appealing to the umpire there, but she's having none of it in the slightest, and he's returned to the dugout with nothing but his tail between his legs and a story to tell his grandchildren. We're back to the top of the order again. This is Bard Ruth. Leaves the first pitch, and that's a ball.
Nope.
So's the second pitch. Come on, Black and Count. Pull it together, man. Strike one. Beautiful. We love that corner. It's doing good things for us. Let's see how we feel about an alternative corner. Well, unconventionally there, Ninja Pumpkin makes a dive. A jump might have been more appropriate. Someone's going to tell me off for not throwing to the cutoff man there. Bam Bam could have received that ball a little quicker, but it's all good. Anyway, that was a two-base hit, and Bam Pecorino is up next. Okay, well, very wisely there, the runner returned to second, which means we didn't get anyone out, but we have kept them hemmed in the first two bases. Arguably, an out would have been more valuable, but not to worry. That one's gone foul. Terrible pitch. And that's gone foul as well. Strike two. Okay, go on in. I put great stock in the challenging Forky. Let's see what we get from this. There it is. And that's another strikeout for Black and Count, who nods appreciatively to the adoring crowd, who largely have paid to come to this game just to see him pitch, because he is the maestro. That one's gone very high. It's rubbish, but, you know, it went a long way. This one's a bit wide. I mean, I say a bit wide. That one was very wide. This one was promising. Let's not mess around. It's out number 3, and the swingers are once again retired with nothing doing. Black and Count's now first up to bat. He's done his pitching. He was just doing that. Perhaps I should pay attention. I'm just going to make you use up pitches there, Gov. Yeah, not even bothered.
That pitch is inside.
Look at me staring you down. All right, we start swinging now. I'm not giving you a strikeout. I mean, I might get out quite easily, but I'm a pitcher, so I'm not that fussed.
Number 32, the right fielder.
His failure up for his second at bat. He's going to be hoping for something a little bit better than he got first time out. Weak pitch there, Gov. That's a weak swing. Left fielder's underneath it. Right fielder, whichever fielder it is, they're underneath it. Failure's out. Here comes Hookers. He's 1 for 1 today, but it didn't get him anywhere. I mean, look at the scoreboard. He's gone for it straight away, but again, that's going to be fielded, and he's out as well, and the side's retired, and that's a big pity. So 3 innings up and down, and no score.
Now batting, number 28, the first base.
Is Vale slow? Now, that's a pitch. Great first pitch there from Black and Count. Strike 2. I mean, I'd be appealing to the ump around this time, but apparently that one's fine. Good dive there. There doesn't seem to be much precision in the diving prowess of Bulldozer Power, but they are at least showing some commitment these days. Well, he managed to get hold of that one, and that's got him onto first. Shame after such good pitching up to that point, but these things happen. And here's Alonzo Swingins. And let's see if we can't make him swing. Let's start off with something unconventional. Wouldn't want to be predictable. If you'd have jumped for that, we'd have done some damage there, but apparently not.
Now batting, number 16.
Words may need to be had with Sonny Watt vis-a-vis his defensive attitude. Well, that one's gone high. It's going long. Failures there at the fence. Do something, man. Do anything. No. Nothing. That's a home run. That's 2 runs to open the scoring there for the Swingers, who have swung in with three runs. Oh, no. 2 runs. I thought, well, you know, okay, that's not the end of the world. That could be manageable. But no, 3 runs. No, that's the unattainable dream. Ball 1. He's hit that one foul. That's strike 1. That one's going well wide, but he's had a go anyway. There was a dramatic bit of sliding there from Carface, but for naught.
Now batting, number 65, the pitcher.
Now here's Julio Schlankowitz, and with a bit of luck, we can get a double play out of this. We can't get a double play, but we'll take him at first. I almost made a mess of that, but didn't, so that's good. Here's Bard Ruth. He's popped that one up. It's in the sky. Who's underneath it? Failures there. He's got it. That's out number 2. Hopefully we can limit any more damage done in this inning, as Bam Pecorino's up for his 3rd go. And a nice catch there from Sonny Watt to retire the side. But 3 runs in and 4 hits in that inning, and we're now looking at a comeback is required. But the Bulldozer Power do like that kind of pressure. Strike 1. There's strike 2. How much pressure do you want there, Bam Bam? Oh, it's another short and out there from Bam Bam, and we're going to have to rethink her role in the lineup. Fielding wise, she is magnificent, but when it comes to batting, she simply hasn't delivered since the early games in the season. Well, that one's nice. Ninja Pumpkin got that one, and it's gone. Bulldozer Power opening the scoring there with a 438 line drive, which apparently means something, and that's what has happened, as Wilbur Carface is now next up to face a Schlankowitz cannon. Strike 1. That's ball 2. You're joking. Well, Carface is now into swinging mode. Oh, that's a full count. Shouldn't have hit it. Oh, okay, it's gone foul, which is fortunate. Carface has hit it a long way, but it's not got the legs. It might have the legs. It's got the legs. Carface, home run. Bulldozer Power answering their critics sternly here in the bottom of the 4th inning, with Carface's 9th home run of the season, as Sonny Watt joins him in a celebratory, fashionable pose there. All the kids on the Instagram will be loving it. Leaves the first one, ball 1. That's strike 1. Ball 2. Strike 2. Sonny loves the pressure. Sonny hit that one foul. Sonny only talks about himself in the 3rd person. Ball 3. Full count. Yeah, keep swinging. It's all good. We love it all. And Sonny walks. He takes the pressure. He puts it in his pocket, and he saves it for a rainy day, or something along those lines. Here's Steve Morrey. He's hoping to do something, Steve. Anything that I'm not going to despair about, Steve, would be magnificent. You don't have to swing at them all, Steve. Oh, Steve Morrey gets it away. He's going to get on base. Lovely job, Steve. Well done. Should never have doubted you. And here's Lee Hu. His head doesn't move. He's 100% focused on the results. He's 100% focused on not getting hit by the ball. And it seems that Schlankowitz's famed cannon laser focus is starting to slip a little bit, as that's ball 3. Lee's got it away, but that's going to be caught out in centre field. Everybody get back to your bases. Thank you. Jolly good. And that's out number 2. Leaving Jay Blackenkout, the pitcher, to make it happen. Arguably, I should be swapping him for a pinch hitter about now. But no, I feel good about this. I shouldn't have, though, should I? No, I shouldn't have felt good about that at all. Blackenkout got it away, but it didn't work. That was just a bad idea. Anyway, on the positive side, the Bulldozer Power now trailing by only 1. If we can retire this side relatively quickly, then there is everything to play for. But we're keeping a close eye on our pitcher's form right now. He's not at his best. Bam Bam's got it. Straight to first. Bosh. 1 pitch, 1 out. Love it.
Now batting, number 20, the center field.
Let's keep pitching to the narrow inside here. They seem to have some difficulty in hitting these with a plom. You don't want to hit them with a plom. No, don't say it. You want to hit them with a bat. Sonny Watt's got that one. That's out number 2. Sterling job so far.
28, the first baseman.
Here's Vale slow. Let's keep going to that bottom corner. They all seem to be struggling with it. A dive there from Lee Hu, but it wasn't to be. Giving up a hit there.
Now batting, number 10, the shortstop.
And back at the plate is Alonso Swingins. Oh, that one's right up the middle. He's gonna tattoo that. You dived for no reason at all. That's another flipping home run, and there's another 2 runs on the board. Oh, it's all gone terribly wrong. Okay, well, another 2 earned runs there for the Swingers, and that once again puts the pressure on Bulldozer Power to make plays out of sawdust. It seems. It gets a swing on that one, and it's gone foul. Not good. Not good. Kind of gave that one up there, and that one's been lost. That one's going to be handed into lost property later on, where we say we're starting to run low on balls. They all keep ending up in the stadium, and any chance we could have them returned, please. Lost. 1 baseball. Slightly hit really hard. Okay, well, Blackenkout is now rattled. We'll see how he gets on here. If he can retire the side here, that'll be good. But regardless, this will be his last appearance today. And with an absolutely terrible pitch, he gets a strike. But he's done enough for today. We're gonna put him out to pasture. Going to send him to live on a farm in another state. His failure. He's 0 for 2 today. That's ball 1. Leading slugger on the team has done nothing for us so far today, and that needs to change if the team are going to have any kind of hope. Ball 2. That's ball 3. We're on the full count, which is just how we like it. And failure takes his base. Okay, well, I mean, that counts. I'm a believer in the on-base average, and therefore will take that. Yeah, it was a strike. Hookers is feeling it. He's in the mode. That was a strike. And that's a ball. And Bosh! Hookers has taken that one to the fence, and he's taken it out for a movie. They've gone to see the latest Avengers film, which is very much like all the others. It's very glossy. Iron Man does some quips here and there. And here comes Bam Bam. This time, as her average has fallen to below 400, this time Bam Bam's going to make it happen. There you go. Not hanging around. First pitch, swings, on base. Beautiful. Bulldozer Power closing up the scoreline now to still trail by 2. But here comes Ninja Pumpkin. And they're bringing on Miguel. No, sorry, I'll pronounce that better. Miguel Blaze, who is juiced. Now, I'm no expert, but I think that's illegal. I think juicing is something that... well, ooh, flipping Nora. He's got some zing on that one, hasn't he? Pumpkin says no, he's going to get everybody out. No, just himself. Bam Bam gets onto second. Carface is up next. He's already got a home run today. Is he feeling like doing it again? That's too much to hope for. He's got an ungainly throw as this steroid pumping pitcher. But Carface has knocked that one out to the wine bar, and that's gone into somebody's margarita, I'm sure of it. And that ties the game up. Carface there celebrating his 10th home run of the season.
Number 13, the second baseman.
Here's Sonny Watt. No pressure on him now. Well, this is all about going ahead. That one's a bit high there, Gov. Maybe your drug-addled mind can't tell where the strike zone is. Sonny's done enough there to get on base. Beautiful work.
Now batting, number 63, the catcher.
In Steve, we believe. Here he is. Leaving it. That what? Come off it. Steve says no. Steve says I'm swinging at this one. And I say, Steve, you've not hit it hard enough, mate. Yeah, you got yourself out. It's a disaster, Steve. Sit down, Steve.
Now batting.
Put your pads back on.
The first
The odds you get another bat are pretty remote. Here's Lee Hu. Whoa! Chose to swing at that one very late.
Nope.
Ball one, strike one. Oh, dearie me. Strike two. Lee Hu, having a bad day, struck out at the plate there. Well, we don't do that very often, but it is all square in every noticeable measurement of statage at the end of the 5th inning, and this is turning into another terrific game.
Now batting, number 43, the pitcher.
Miguel Blaze there, high as a kite. We're going to see if we can deal with him, and we'll deal with him by bringing in a new pitcher. Right, okay, time for you to sit down there, Jay. You've done your bit today. Who's up in the rotation? Sally Rhythm looks fresh. Who else have we got available? Tulip was in last time. Jeff's he's a mess. And then Cattle Prod. Cattle Prod looks pretty good. But Sally hasn't been out for a little while. There's a high chance that we're going to see a second relief pitcher at some point. So we'll bring out Sally Rhythm for the time being. She's arguably got the capability to be a starting pitcher, but she just likes the opportunity to come in and win the game. A big floaty change up there that accomplished very, very little. It's ball two. At least get a swing out of them, Sally. You're going to have to pitch down the middle now. We don't want to walk anyone. That's strike one. That was a beautiful pitch. I've seen some pitches that were pretty impressive before. That was one of them. Fantastic. Struck out at the plate there. Sally Rhythm getting it done, and Bard Ruth is next up.
The third baseman.
He anticipated that this was going to be a bendy one, but Carface is underneath it. And I tell you, the first one on my team to drop one of those is going to be doing push-ups until the end of time. Because that's the kind of team we run. Ball one. That's a strike. I mean, he hit it, but hit it badly. Oh, Sally not only happy to pitch the ball, she's also happy to catch the ball, and that's the side retired, and she's going to be our first batter. I expect nothing, frankly, but if she manages to accomplish something here, then she will be a duly designated hero of Bulldozer Powers. Oh my goodness me, what a good hit. doing what our regular batting staff have been unable to accomplish very often today. Sally Rhythm gets on base. An ashamed-looking Ulysses Failure next on bat, next on plate, next to try and get something going. Strike one, ball one. Ball two. Shouldn't have swung. Popped up into the sky. And a beautiful diving catch there from their catcher. Steve Morrey would do well to observe such behaviour. His B-Jack hookers. And he's fine and dandy. And he doesn't care for that one at all. That's 2 balls now. That's not a ball. He's got that one away. Runners now on first and second. Loving your work.
Now batting, number 24, the shortstop.
Here's Bam Bam. Goes for it on the... Oh, no, she's done it again. She's once again knocked the entire team out. Good job there, Ms. Puckeye. Deeply disappointing. You could put the blame there on the going for a slightly dubious pitch, but she did it anyway, and it ended poorly. So I don't know what you're going to do. Oh, what a nice strike there. Sally Rhythm finding her. Ball one. Foxham with the change-up. Foxham with the change-up. Foxing nobody. I guess it's going to be another curveball then, isn't it? And that's gone foul. That's now strike 2, ball 2. Slidey. And that's another strikeout there for Sally Rhythm. And Snaggles, not for the first time today, is heading back to get a bucket of something thrown over him. Probably best not to look into it too clearly. And that was an anticipated pitch. Nice hit, but reasonably decent fielding to mop that one up. And here comes Vale Slow. 2 or 3 today, 2 singles. Nothing too exciting, but he is 500 for the series for the season, and that's pretty remarkable. That's gone a long way. Carface is under it, and he's got it. Carface misses nothing apart from his mum. I miss you, Mum. Hold on, they're still running. How about throwing the ball back, you Burke? Oh, that's gone very bad. Yeah, instead of making, clever witticisms, pay attention to the fact that action may still be happening. And Bulldozer Power there, giving up the softest run you're ever likely to see. Sally's not pleased. Carface is red-faced. Oh, nice work! And finally, a diving piece of fielding comes up trumps there, but we gave up a run completely unnecessarily. And that could be the difference between victory and the other thing when we get to the final countdown. Pumpkin gets that one away on the first pitch. He likes it. That was too high. Can't fool me. I'm a ninja. No, you're not a ninja. You're out. See? You're out. Okay, here's Carface. He's got 2 home runs today. If he gets one here, that ties things up. I don't think he will. I think that would be largely optimistic. Anyway, that's ball 1. I don't know what I mean by largely optimistic. That'd be very optimistic. He swung at that one, but it's not got the distance at all. Someone either doing the chorus to YMCA or they're calling for the catch there, and it was the catch. Shame. I had a tough time catching that if he was on the M. Here's Sonny Watt. That's strike 2 apparently. I don't really believe it. Oh, no. Whiffs at that one. That's just nothing happening there. And the pressure now starting to get to the team after one silly mistake. And Chet Vacant, who is having a heck of a day, is totally in line to be the star player. That's good. And that's out. Another great piece of fielding there. Lee Hu making it work. Throw to the pitcher, getting him out at first. Loving it. Beautiful work. Excellent fielding. That one's gone a very long way. That one's gone straight to the dumpsters. That one's now being praised by the cockroaches as their new god. The giant white cockroach that arrived from the sky one afternoon will lead them into a glorious new future. Here's Miguel. Don't pronounce the U. No, never mind. You don't need to anymore. It's Greco deep. Pinch hitting for the pitcher. He swung at that, but Failure's going to get it. Get off. Pinch that. And here's Bard Ruth up for another go. He's not playing great today. I'll be honest. 1 of 4. But you know that can turn around and bite me in somewhere uncomfortable any time. So I should probably just keep my big yam shut. Oh no, it's all good. Out. It's a side retired, end of the 8th inning, midway through the 8th inning, and the Swingers up 8-6. We are going to need another Bulldozer power rally, so get your foam fingers, start flapping them around a bit in that way that often gets the kind of sporting result that a foam finger is intended to receive. This guy can't pitch. Oh no, Steve. And another soft out there for Steve Morrey as Lee who is arguably playing even worse than Steve today. No, you could have had that one, but you needed to swing a bit earlier. That's more like it. Lee who gets on base at the very time that we need him to do so, which is probably every time, but now more so than usual. Here comes Sally. She's 1 for 1. No expectations, Sally. I just need you to pitch well. Well, it's promising, but bad. Yeah. Promising but bad is not good enough. Not at this level, as Sally's caught out there at centre field. And here comes Failure. He is also 0 for 3 today, but he has at least had a stroll. Ball 1. Swung at that one. Strike 1. Big swing at that one. I think it's going for the fence. No, it's gone for the fence and we'll go for a second base. Nice one, lads. Good job. Well played. Failure making it count when he needed to make it count, and it counted. And here is B-Jack Hookers. He's jacked in that way that we like him. He's swinging at rubbish now. Don't mess this up. Oh, he messed it up. That's unfortunate. A golden opportunity there, completely floundering in the sand. And even if we manage to dispatch this team with little effort, there is still all to do from the boys and girls in orange, which could be either team, but I'm talking about my team. So you know what I'm driving at there. There needs to be another 9th inning rally. That's strike 2. Sally's feeling it. She's on the pulse. That one's gone foul, but it was another perfectly placed pitch. Let's fling in a change-up here, and if we get this right, we haven't. That's ball 1. Do we get... No, fastball. Give him the heater. Ideally in the strike zone, but it doesn't really matter. If we can get him to swing at rubbish, we will. There it is! Another strikeout for Sally Rhythm. And Pecorino's going home with his towel on his head. Here's Jack Snaggles. He's been rubbish today, but I'm not going to say anything bad about him in case he decides that this is the inning where he's going to get good all of a sudden. Stop throwing sliders all the time. It's all we ever throw. That one's well outside. Come on, Sally, hold it together. You can do this. Oh, only just. That's ball 2. There's Sally's favourite pitch, and she's been penalised for it as that one hits the fence. We're going to get it back to second. No comedy today. There we go, safe. Runner on second now, and here's Orb Ruth. And already this is starting to look very dangerous for Bulldozer Power. If Sally can't dispatch this guy quickly, we're going to bring on another reliever. But that looked quite promising. It hasn't really got much leg. Carface is there. He's got it. Tell you what, son, throw it back. There you go. Yeah, don't take any chances.
Number 28, the first baseman.
Okay, so our runner on second, and here is Vale slow, and he's jacked. That's not what we want to see. What we want to see is someone who is woefully underconfident. And he's hit that one foul. It was a good pitch, but a foul is a foul by any other name. Ball one. That's nice. He's whiffed it. Someone get underneath it. Any of you? Carface. He makes the long run to get that one, and that brings up the bottom of the 9th inning. Bulldozer Power down by 2. Bam Bam Puckeye. Everything to prove is next at bat.
Now batting,
This
number
is where it
24,
matters.
the shortstop.
This is where all the differences are made. Everything forgotten. Just this inning
That pitch is too low.
for glory. Swung at that badly, out. Okay, yep, Bam Bam, little too eager there. She heard glory, went, I want my contract renewed. I was doing quite nicely on royalties from my merchandise. Oh, what are you doing? Let one go. Carface, just let one go. Just let it go. Just let one go. I'll put the controller down. We're not swinging at the first one. It's not happening. There we go. That was a beautiful pitch. Oh, well, that's that then. Carface swings at the second one. That's the side retired. A Bulldozer Power crash to their 3rd defeat of the season against the Swingers. And it has to be said that this was another collapse. The error made by Carface's overconfidence there and lament at the rear wall probably didn't help. But it wasn't the overall reason that we came unstuck in today's game. Pretty poor performances at bats there. I mean, everybody. No, it just wasn't a good game, was it? Just wasn't. Sally pitched quite well, if that's any consolation to have. And here are your 3 stars. Chet Vacan, unsurprisingly, getting the number 1 star spot, followed by Carface and Hookers. But it wasn't enough. Not this time. So we've got 8 games to run. Let's run them. First up is the Excavators versus the Ocelots. The Ocelots coming away 3-2 winners. Then we've got the Explosives against the Eagles, and the Explosives take that one. Nomads Pirates. Pirates with the shutout. And there's the Champions against Monty Express. 2 strong teams. Champions come away on top. Dodgers against the Raptors. Raptors have been playing reasonably well, but the Dodgers managed to pull it back just before being defeated. Here's the Ocelots against the Fruit Bats, and it's going down to the wire. And the Fruit Bats win it 11-8 as the Raptors take on the Leprechauns, who thrash it. Nomads, Brown Sox. Brown Sox probably the worst team in the division. Nomads absolutely hammering that one. And with that week behind us, Bulldozer Power are still ahead in the tactical division with a 6-3 record. Meanwhile, Monty Express and the Aardvarks are tied in the smoothing at 6-3, with the Leprechauns at 6-4. Half a game behind there. The Swingers move out into sole possession of top position in the Tree Gun division on 7-2, with the Ocelots snapping at their heels on 7-3. Also on 7-3 are the Fruit Bats in the Bombastic division, and things are heating up as we are now over the halfway point of the season. Thank you. And next up, Bulldozer Power are going to be facing the Excavators, where the likes of Gryffindor, Luna, and JN await with Frank Tedson, the opening pitcher. Fuegas is up in the rotation, but I don't think he's ready to be back on the mound just yet. But you're going to have to tune in to find out exactly how we play it in the next game. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss it. Fling a like at this one if, despite the disappointing result, you had a great time. And I'll be back soon with a little more of the same. I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.